Hi there and welcome to another edition of Met TV with me, your host, Julia Clochley-Snedden. We have an awesome show for you lined up today, including a very exciting interview with our two special guests, Danny Dyer and John Sim, who are here to discuss the remixed version of the classic film Human Traffic. But first, let's get the updates from the film world from our newsreader, Ashley. Over to you, Ashley.
Thanks, Julia. I'm Ashley and I'll be bringing you the latest on what's going on in the world of films. First off, we have the long-awaited release of director Tim Burton's version of the classic Alice in Wonderland, which will star Johnny Depp as the Mad Hatter, Maya Wazowski as Alice, Michael Sheen as Rabbit and Stephen Fry as the Cheshire Cat. The film is due to be released in March 2010. Burton has seemingly set out to reinvent all of the childhood imaginations whilst throwing in his own twisted visions. Instead of going back over the old storylines, Alice 2010 will fall back down the rabbit hole as a 19-year-old with no recollection of her old haunts and friends. What she finds is a land of turmoil, its peace destroyed by the megalomaniac tendencies of the wicked Red Queen and its inhabitants desperate for her help. Critics are curious as to how Burton will be able to make Lewis Carroll's strangest story of all time much older. Toes crossed, he'll pull it off. Next up is the film Taking Woodstock. After the hardcore sex and politics, lust caution director Ang Lee finds peace and love with his amiable comedy about how the world's most iconic music festival came to pass. The film is based on a true story. Stand-up comedian actor Dimitri Martin plays Elliot, a field designer forced to help run a Jewish parents' beat-up Catskills motel. Once there, he spies once-in-a-lifetime opportunity when he hears the organisers of a hippie festival have had their permit revoked in the neighbouring town. The trippy hippie film is due to be released in November 2009, and we can't wait for that because it's going to be absolutely fantastic. So that's basically all from me, and over to you, Julia, in the studio, who's bringing you the new Danny Dyer film. Over to you.
Thanks, Ashley. Well, today we'll be joined by our two special guests, Danny Dyer and John Sim. But first, let's take a look at their nightlife-crazed film, Human Traffic. And here we go.
Come on! The weekend has landed. All that exists now is clubs, drugs, pubs and parties. I've got 48 hours off from the world, man. I'm going to blow steam out of my head like a screaming kettle. I'm going to talk cod shit to strangers all night. I'm going to lose the plot on the dance floor. The free radicals inside me are freaking, man. Tonight I'm Jip Travolta. I'm Peter Popper. I'm going to Never Neverland with my chosen family, man. We're going to get more spaced out than Neil Armstrong ever did. Anything could happen tonight, you know? This could be the best night of my life. I've got 73 quid in my back burner. I'm going to wax the lot, man. The Milky Bars are on me! Yeah! Calling all the crusaders of the dance floor in green light mode. Disco queens, club casualties. Come on, let's join forces. Let's hoop it down!
Well, here with me now to discuss the remixed version of this film is Danny Dyer and John Sim. Welcome to the show, guys.
All right.
So, Danny, how was it playing a drug-crazed, unemployed party animal?
Oh, it was brilliant. The set was just mental, turmoil at all times. It's great. Didn't really need to act that much, to be honest, with the amount of crazy people around you in there, but no, it was great. It was brilliant.
Ah, that's good, Danny. And John, do you think that the film captured the essence of the nightlife?
I feel it shows a real trueness to the clubland and everything about going out at the weekend and just getting totally out of it. It's great. Yeah.
And do you guys think that the remix version will be as big as the original first film was?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's one of those films that it does have a cult following, and I mean, from that clip alone, you can see that the tunes are great, the acting's great, everything about it. It's just a brilliant film that you should watch before you go out. It just gets you geared up for the night before. You know, you put your favourite album on, put that favourite film on. It's brilliant. But no, basically because of that, everyone always goes back to it. And I think once you can go back and there's this bit extra in the remixed version, then definitely I think it'll be as big, if not bigger.
Do you agree with that, John? Do you think it's nostalgic?
Yeah, I believe if people enjoyed the first one as much, they'll really enjoy this next one, just to get those extra snippets that are vital to the story of everyone.
The bits you could have forgotten. Excellent. Now, working on the film, do you have any recollections from the set that you want to share with us?
Not really, no. It was all a bit blurred, wasn't it?
It's a bit of a mad...
I think it was about one 4-month bender, to be honest. But That was great.
That's, so you're crazy animals then. Do the events in the film reflect your real life?
No.
Oh no.
Saturday night for us is, well, me especially, sitting in, cup of tea, slippers, feet up, X Factor. Maybe John will come around for a wee bit.
There was that one crazy time when I brought Guess Who around and we forgot one of the cards. It was a nightmare.
It was mental.
Crazy
It was absolutely crazy. You should have seen it. We'd been 20 minutes trying to guess who it was.
Realised there was no one there.
There's no one there.
No one there.
Crazy times, guys, crazy times. So what are your favourite drugs then?
Texilix.
Texilix?
Yeah, does it for me.
You're into the licks?
Quite partial to a bit of Curvonia. You know, I need that clout. It's just,
you do need that clout.
it's a fix for me, it's
You
great.
need that singing bull. So what did you do to get into your characters for this film?
Yeah, well, what we done was actually went to a rehab meeting. Funny enough, I bumped into my dad there. Yeah, hadn't seen him for 10 years. The nice man that he is. But, no, it was good. We met them, shared some stories, didn't we, John?
We took them out for a party. Like they got them to show us how they celebrate their weekends and stuff. And
Leaders didn't really enjoy that. No.
yeah, the rest of it was a bit bloody actually.
Yeah, a lot of them kind of slipped.
In fact, we lost quite a lot of them.
Yeah.
They never went back to those
We did
rehabilitation
actually
units.
lose them. Like they died. It's a
Right.
shame.
Okay, so what are you guys working on at the moment then?
I've got a new film out this month actually. Dead Man Walking. It's about a guy that owes a loan shark a lot of money, and he's got very little time to pay it back. 24 hours. So.
Heavens.
Jimmy Cricket indeed. It's like.
That sounds crazy.
Yeah. So he drags his mates into it and gets a bit crazy after that. But yeah, no, it's great. It's out this month. And they're running a lot of competitions to win the same amount of money that he borrowed.
We'll be sure to catch that and catch those competitions. Well, that's all we've got time for today. Thanks for coming in, guys. Unfortunately, we're out of time, but make sure you tune in next week to another edition of Met TV, where we'll have Radiohead in to discuss the band's latest venture, which you'll agree is great.